Hey, hey, happy Monday, friend. Today I was scrolling my phone looking for, some inspiration, looking for a quote, looking for something uh, that I could come on here and talk about. And I went to my text messages because I send myself text messages. And the last one that I put, I was like, yes, this is it. This is what I needed today. I was listening to a podcast, and I don't, for the life of me, I cannot remember what podcast it was. This was a couple of weeks ago, and in the podcast, the host was saying something to the effect of, sometimes you lose your safety, your security, your confidence, but if you focus on that rather than, your future, you're gonna lose, right? You really have to put your energy towards, feeling safe, secure, confident again. And then he went on to say, uh, again, I'm paraphrasing, I don't remember exactly, but don't let the injustice dictate your current or future life. Instead, you got to take power back. And I think that this is really important right now. Um, there's a lot of things that can happen in our lives, and we all have them. Some are, to a maybe a greater degree or a different degree than others, but we all have events that happen that feel like it kind of pulls our safety, our security, our confidence away from us, right? Sometimes there's, some of us live through incredible injustices that wasn't from our own doing, but really shake a lot of our beliefs, shake our confidence, shake our safety, shake our security, shake our belief in others. Um, and this isn't about like just being positive all the time. That's not helpful, right? I really get kind of annoyed with, like the influencers, the people that will say, oh, just, think positive. And I don't think that that's super effective um, in a lot of situations. But I do believe that what, was said in this podcast has some relevance as well. And it's really about we have to be in charge of, how we interact and how we react to situations that happen to us. And when our confidence and our safety and our security is broken, I believe it's really up to us to build that up again. I believe that it's up to us to evaluate why we feel it was broken, how it was broken, and what can we do to potentially, prevent it from happening again, or what do we need to do to build it back up again? And, you know, when we have injustices that are, um, that incur in our lives that was not from our own doing, that can be a really, really hard and challenging place to be, to build that confidence and that safety and that security back up, right? Um, but I think that something that I'm noticing a lot in, I'll just say society, in some of my circles, in social media, um, there's a lot of like victim mindset of not taking responsibility for things. And when we have an injustice or when something has happened that wasn't from our own doing, it doesn't mean that we caused that, but it does mean that we have a part in how we get through it. And victim mentality comes in when we don't give ourselves the power to move through the space. We keep blaming what happened on everything else that's going on in our lives. And I love, just these notes that I took from the podcast, because I think it's just a great reminder that we have the ability, we have, we have the ability to change our current situation and our future situation by really taking our power back, by um, deciding that we can bring some safety, some security, some confidence back and taking the actions to do so, right? And I think that um, we forget this. We forget it. And for whatever reason, I needed this today. Like it hit home when I read it, and I'm grateful that I took these notes when I was listening to that podcast, because I think there's some areas that maybe I've allowed victim mentality to take over. Maybe there's some areas that I've lost some safety, some security, right? Some confidence in. And it's up to me to really look at and evaluate, okay, what are those areas? What happened? And what can I do to start building that back up? What can I do to bring that safety, security, confidence back to the forefront? What can I do to change my current and my future self, right? My current and future life. And I bet you probably have some areas or an area like this in your life too. So this is the message today. Don't let the injustice that's happened in your life dictate your current or future life. Right? Take your power back. So I hope you have a fabulous Monday, friend. We're halfway through the month of December, and the end of the year is coming, and I think what a great time now to start looking at this so we can really set ourselves up for a better day tomorrow, a better week, a better month, a better year. All right. Bye for now.